Welcome back to Spec Dossier, the channel where we look beyond the surface and break down the real specs behind today's most talked about devices. Today we unfold the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7, the newest version of Samsung's popular clamshell foldable. Samsung claims it's more durable, brighter, and smarter than ever. But is it really a big step forward or just a polished repeat of last year's model? Let's find out together. At first glance, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 feels refined and more mature than any of its predecessors. The hinge opens smoothly and holds its position firmly, making it perfect for hands-free photos or video calls. The phone is built from armor aluminum and covered with Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which together give it a sturdy, premium feel while keeping the weight light at around 188 grams. Folded, it's compact enough to slip into a pocket or small purse. The crease in the middle of the main display is still visible under direct light, but it's less noticeable than before. Samsung has also improved dust and water protection with an IP48 rating, so it can handle splashes and light dust, though it's still not something you should take to the beach or a dusty job site. Once you open the phone, the 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display immediately shows why Samsung remains the king of screens. It's bright, sharp, and smooth, with a 120Hz refresh rate and peak brightness up to 2,600 nits, making it clear even under strong sunlight. Colors look vivid, text is crisp, and scrolling feels silky. The 4.1-inch outer screen is just as impressive. Unlike older models, you can now use it for more than just checking notifications. You can reply to messages, control music, view maps, and even open full apps like YouTube or WhatsApp without unfolding the phone. It's bright, quick, and genuinely useful, saving you from constantly flipping the device open for small tasks. Inside, Samsung uses its new Exynos 2500 processor built on a 3nm process, paired with 12GB RAM and up to 512GB of UFS 4.0 storage. Everyday performance is excellent. Apps open instantly, switching between them is smooth, and even heavy games run without stutter. The chip runs cooler and uses power more efficiently than before, though after long gaming sessions, a little warmth is still noticeable. For normal tasks like social media, photography, and streaming, it feels fast and responsive all day long. Powering everything is a 4,300 mAh dual-cell battery, which performs surprisingly well for a foldable. With average use, texting, watching videos, and social media, it lasts a full day. If you push it with gaming or camera use, you might need to top up in the evening. Charging is 25 watts wired and 15 watts wireless. Not record-breaking speeds, but good enough for everyday use. And it supports reverse wireless charging for your earbuds or smartwatch. The smaller cover display also helps save energy since you can handle quick interactions without waking the main screen. On the camera side, Samsung keeps things simple but effective. The Flip 7 comes with a 50-megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens. Photos from the main sensor are bright, detailed, and colorful in daylight, with balanced contrast that looks natural. In low light, night mode improves visibility and reduces noise without making images look fake. The ultra-wide camera is great for landscapes or group photos, though it struggles slightly in darker scenes. There's no telephoto lens, so zoom relies on digital cropping, but up to about 3 times it still looks decent thanks to Samsung's image processing. Selfies are one of the Flip's highlights because you can use the rear cameras with the outer display as a viewfinder. Flex Cam mode also lets you take hands-free selfies or record content easily by folding the phone halfway and setting on a surface. Videos can be shot in 4K at 60 frames per second, and stabilization keeps them smooth. It's not a professional camera system, but it's fun, versatile, and perfect for social media creators. The software experience ties everything together. The phone runs Android 16 with One UI 8, which is clean, fast, and optimized for foldables. Apps adjust automatically between folded and unfolded modes, and features like split-screen multitasking or flex mode make great use of the folding design. You can run two apps at once, drag files between them, or use the bottom half of the screen as a touchpad. Samsung's new Galaxy AI tools add helpful tricks like real-time translation, text summarization, and smart photo editing. The company also promises 4 years of Android updates and 5 years of security patches, which is excellent for long-term value. If you already use Galaxy Buds, a Galaxy Watch, or SmartThings devices, the Flip 7 fits perfectly into that ecosystem. Considering its price, around £999 in the UK or $999 in the US, depending on storage options, the Flip 7 clearly sits in the premium smartphone category. But it feels worth the investment when you factor in its upgraded hinge, brighter displays, tougher build materials, and smarter, AI-powered software. Compared to traditional flagships, it offers something refreshingly different, a folding design that's both stylish and practical. Sure, the charging could be quicker and the lack of a dedicated telephoto lens might disappoint some camera fans. But as a complete package, it delivers strong value for anyone who appreciates innovation, design, and versatility in a modern smartphone. Living with the Flip 7 every day feels refreshing. Opening and closing it quickly becomes second nature, and the soft snap of the hinge adds a touch of satisfaction. Typing on the main display is comfortable, the side fingerprint reader is quick, and the speakers deliver balanced stereo sound. It supports 5G, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.4, and NFC, covering all the latest connectivity needs. The user interface is intuitive even for first-time foldable users, and the experience feels polished from start to finish. Of course, there are still a few trade-offs. The charging speed is slower than other phones in its price range, and the IP48 rating means only limited dust protection. The repair cost for foldable screens or hinges can be high if something goes wrong. And while the cameras are very capable, they don't quite match Samsung's S-series flagships in zoom or dynamic range. Still, none of these are deal breakers. They're small compromises for such a compact and flexible design. Visually, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 stands out in any crowd. Its glossy finish, slim profile, and range of color options make it as stylish as it is practical. Folded, it looks like a futuristic compact mirror, sleek, modern, and fashionable. It appeals to both tech lovers and people who simply want a phone that looks different. It's the kind of device that turns heads while remaining genuinely useful. After spending time with it, it's clear that the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 is not just about looks. It's a powerful, thoughtfully designed foldable that blends fun and function beautifully. The hinge is stronger, the screens are brighter, the performance is smoother, and the software is smarter. It may not be perfect, but it feels like a complete product that's ready for everyday life, not just for showing off. And that wraps up our deep dive into the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7, right here on Spec Dossier. This phone proves that foldables have grown up. They're no longer just experiments. They're real flagship devices. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss our next Honest Tech review. Until next time, stay curious, stay smart, and stay tuned to Spec Dossier, where we always unfold the specs that matter.